People always ask me, they say, Jamal, if you don't eat fish, you don't eat chicken, you don't eat turkey, you don't eat shrimp, you don't eat conch, you don't eat lobster, you don't eat beef, well, what do you eat? You know, I'm always asked this question, you know, since I would say 2004. I have been following a strict diet according to my Rastafari way of life. There are certain things that I eat and there are certain things that I don't eat. And people always wonder, like, what do Rastas eat? They don't eat meat, and meat is like a diet staple in the Western diet, and even in Africa. So you would wonder, well, what do Rastas eat? How do they manage to go to work every day and not just fall out, Well, the thing is, we eat a diet of plant-based food. There are some Rastas who also, they eat seafood, they eat fish and various other sea creatures. But at the foundation of Rastafari, the elders, since like the 1930s, always upheld a philosophy in which we do not kill. Our philosophy is that we don't want to harm nature. We want to get our food from nature and from a renewable source. We get all of our food from the plants, from nature, And throughout time, other schools of thought came about, and they also observe the same philosophy in which we are peaceful, we choose not to kill. But some people, they delved a little bit into eating seafood and some dairy products, things of that nature. But you would find like the Orthodox Rastafari will eat a diet that is plant-based, like strictly plant-based, you know what I'm saying? So we eat all plants, all fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, but we don't eat dairy products. We don't eat anything that is a derivative from an animal, And basically because we choose to live a peaceful lifestyle and that we choose not to harm any of the other sentient beings that live on this earth. We look at all of them as being creations of the Most High. So instead of killing them, we would rather foster a better environment for them to live on. Keep the atmosphere clean, allow for them to roam freely. If it was up to me, all animals would roam freely, because at the end of the day, we are all Jah creations. So the same way that the Creator made me, He made the pig, He made the cow, He made the chicken, all right? He made the grouper, all right? He made the salmon, and all of the animals that people have made into a diet staple today. Can you imagine if an animal on the planet made humans their primary source of food? What would that make us feel like? So I just wanted to delve into that a little bit. Before there was a Dr. Sebi, right? Before there was Queen Afua, before there were any of these schools of thought in terms of holistic health and natural medicine, Rastafari as a community has always told the world of the healing properties of plants. We eat the plants, we drink brews that are made from the plants, we heal ourselves with plants. Now, many of us, we live in cities and we don't have access to all of the medicinal plants that may exist and that may be useful. So sometimes people who live in the city will have a lack of access to many of these natural cures or various types of produce, but it's possible for a person to maintain a diet that is based on plant-based food and herbal medicine. It's possible for a person to maintain that no matter where you live, But I just wanted to talk about that. Many people ask me, like, what do you eat? How do you survive without eating meat every day? Well, my philosophy is that you are what you eat. Okay, and so if you choose, if you choose to eat anything, make sure it's something that is agreeable with your physiology. Because if you eat animals take a lot longer to actually be digested, and the longer any food takes to be digested, the more damage it does to our digestive tract, to our intestines, to our colon. So if you continue eating meat, you will find that days after you ate that burger, maybe a week after you ate that burger, there are still remnants of the burger in your system, undigested. And people are eating food from fast food restaurants that are basically like mystery meat. 60% meat, 40% filler. It's basically a dangerous thing for a person to consume meat over a prolonged period of time, because it actually weakens our digestive tract and makes us more susceptible to illnesses. So that's why many people have learned to grow towards like a more holistic health paradigm. And it's something that the Rastafari community has perpetuated for decades. And this was prior to any other conscious organization. Prior to the internet, the Rastafari community was there pioneering the natural food culture. Just like to touch on that. Also, yesterday was a momentous occasion in the Rastafari community. It was July 23rd, the birthday of Haile Selassie. And it was also the start of the Kemetic calendar at one particular period. It is also currently known as Revolution Day in modern day Egypt, because it signaled the toppling of the Kingdom of Egypt, which was toppled by a civilian revolution. And just let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any questions about natural food, if you'd like for me to comment on anything related to that, what are your thoughts on the July 23rd event, the birthday of Haile Selassie, basically the genesis of the Rastafari community's movement. But like, comment, subscribe. One love.